Hello beautiful guys, how are you all doing out there? In today's video we're having a close look at the NYX Blur Tint Foundation in shade 05 Vanilla. So beautiful ones, in order for me to really test this foundation, I thought that I would use a primer. I did. I broke my cardinal rule and I went for the Blur Stick Bright Primer, which you can see me applying onto my domed foundation brush here. Should we have a quick look at what the company says about this primer? It's by Revolution Pro, by the way, and it says it's a lightweight and breathable pore blurring primer stick with subtle light reflecting particles that add brightness to the skin. Works to prep your complexion for a flawless makeup application. Now this is my favourite primer. I know I say I hate primers, and I do. I'm not a fan of them at all. I think they're pointless really. Although I love the fact that this one comes in a stick. I love the fact it makes your skin look very, very satiny and just really, really nice, which you'll see very, very soon. Although I would wear this on its own, I wouldn't wear it under foundation because, as you've heard me say many, many times in the past, I believe firmly that primers and foundations don't really work very well together. Although they're designed to do that, they just don't. It's putting too many layers on your skin. So first of all, I ought to really have just apologised for the fact that I'm doing a voiceover to this video because the simple reason I was so tired when I filmed this, that I wasn't making any sense at all. In fact, it was just a load of garbled waffle. So there you can see the satiny finish the the Blur Stick Bright Primer has given my skin. And I think that looks really, really lovely, don't you, beautiful? And I would stop there. As I said before, I wouldn't apply foundation. It was £11.99 from Superdrug, the Blur Stick foundation. Should we move on and talk about it's called the Bear With Me Blur Tint Foundation. Bit of a mouthful. I got him from Boots in shade 05 Vanilla. And we'll talk quickly about what the NYX say about this one as well. They say, achieve instantly smooth filter-like blurred skin in 24 diverse shades, formulated to enhance your colour and tone. Medium buildable coverage with a matte blurred finish that feels lightweight on skin and provides 12-hour hydration. Formulated with glycerin, matcha and niacinamide for a skin so smooth, no filter needed. I think we'll be the judge of that though, guys, shall we, rather than relying on NYX's grandiose claims and their propaganda. So yeah, as you can see there, I've just buffed the foundation to the back of my hand and now applying it onto the old chops. And did it go on very well? I wouldn't say it did. I think it grabbed in certain areas. I wasn't too sure whether that was the primer or the foundation itself. Had I gone in with the foundation on its own without the primer and soaked my brush as well, I'm using a very dry brush here, the outcome may have been different. And a little bit later on in the video, you'll see me when I inspect my old schnufter that it grabs, it pulls on in the pores on my nose basically, which wasn't great. And as I said, I don't know if that was the primer or the foundation. Can you see there? Can you see, beautiful ones, the fact it's giving me a very mask-like sort of look? That could be the studio lights, which could be leaching colour from my face. But I did go into the bathroom after I'd shot this to remove the foundation, and I thought it looked incredibly natural, yet flawless at the same time. And it's given my skin a lovely sheen. Again, not too sure whether that's the foundation, which purports to be medium matte finish, didn't it? Or the primer, which is quite a glow-giving primer underneath. Yeah. So as you can see there, I'm buffing the foundation onto my skin very, very quickly, granted, but using small circular motions or motion. This foundation is really, really popular. I get that, beautiful ones, although I can't help thinking there it looks a little bit mask-like with a beautiful satiny finish. So what skin types would this foundation be good for? I would say all skin types really. I think oily skins could benefit from the fact it can be quite mattifying, and also dry skins because it has niacinamide and glycerin in it too, although I did find it slightly greasy too. I'm not going to lie to you beautiful ones out there. Just working into the old nose and just finishing off with the blending. Because you know my mantra on blending, beautiful ones. When you think you've blended enough, blend some more. So here we're having an inspection. I told you it comes in 24 shades, didn't I? And I absolutely got the wrong shade here. I did. I thought, stupidly, I thought Estee Lauder's Vanilla is a cool toned shade range, and I just transferred that over thinking that NYX, for some reason, Vanilla would be cool in theirs, and it's not. It's a neutral shade, or even a warm neutral shade, something like that. I should have got something with, I think they do a natural beige or something, which is a cool tone foundation. So that shows you how misleading names can be. Do you know what I mean, beautiful ones? Because beige has always been yellow in my mind, or a yellowy sort of shade, whereas now, according to NYX, beige is pink tone. So if that's confusing you, imagine how I felt. A bit more waffling there from yours truly, beautiful ones. Do you like the old tash? What I'm doing is just trying to grow my whiskers out because they've got a naturally blonde, fairish, fair colour to them. Grey in other words. Shall I stop lying and trying to convince myself? They're actually quite grey in reality, but I think it blends in better with the old blonde hair and until the moustache grows out as well, which resembles a slug at the minute. Yeah. Can you see there? I'm showing you my fingers. I did find the foundation Greasy again. I'm not too sure whether that was a combo of foundation and primer. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.